This is the book of Isaiah 54:16. Behold, I have created this mist that blows the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work, and I have created the waster to destroy. Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham, Rakha Kodash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Gurmiston who rule and teach world. Peace, salutations, and blessings to the Lord's hopeful elect, to begin with 144,000, the elect men, the future governing board of the world to come, the word that is going to be under the rule of Yahweh Shai and Mashiach. You people of the world called him Jesus Christ. He being a ruler in that world to come, the elect men, those who are gonna receive the salvation, from this side of the world, they're gonna be joining here with the Lord, establishing the righteousness of the Heavenly Father, to the entire planet Earth, judging the whole earth in righteousness, and also not forget the 1/3, men, women, and children, the believers, those who help this gospel, this truth, to go forward, and the believing, the records that are written in the Bible, at the end, they hope. You're hoping for your salvation to you. Say Shalom. As we know, we are living in the time of the end. The hand of this world, the world which is under the rule of Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, the Caucasian to begin with, they are rich. The Rothschild family, the Rockefeller family, the banking families, the 1%, the 1%, the people who rule this world, who have control of this all universe. All this world, all this planet. As the Bible say, the world is being given into the hand of the wicked, and the wicked one are Esau, Edom, the so-called white people, the Caucasian. As I mentioned to begin with, they are a rich family. So we are at the end. This is the book of Isaiah 54:16 again. Say what? Behold, I have created the smith that blows the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work, and I have created the waster to destroy. And the smiths are those modern day scientists, man. Those the one that are busy, in the laboratory, in the, creating or building instrument, of destruction. So I made it again. Behold, I have created this mist that bloweth the coals in the fire. So the modern day, as I mentioned, the modern days, the smiths are these scientists, man. These men that are working behind the, the clothing door, doing the bidding of the rich, So at the end of the day, they are doing the bidding of the Heavenly Father. They are creating weapons, of mass destruction, which are these nuclear missiles, ICBM missiles, also these other weapons, laser weapons, but and these weapons, are going to be used in these last days. This weapon these scientists are created, they're going to be used in these last days, between this nation to destroy each other, So Russia, America, North Korea, you name them, all these countries that have nuclear technology, they're gonna use their weapons, their missiles to shoot each other down, to shoot each other, countries, lands, all these lands that you see standing right now, like especially America, is gonna be reduced to nothing. It's gonna be turned to desert, and that's what is about to happen, All these missiles that you see this nation parade themselves on the street, parade them on the street, you know, here and then, they're gonna use them to destroy each other, man. You know, all these infrastructures that you see standing right now, this skyscraper, you know, all this is gonna be reduced to labels, man. People gonna be killed, you know, a lot of people are gonna die in that time, especially those who are gonna be in the land of America. None of them are gonna escape, except for the elect, you know, the elect of the nation of Israel, you know. So as we are in these times, we see this technology keep advancing. They've been talking about also the upcoming war, you know, the World War III, you know, which this war is gonna be deadly war, you know, because it's gonna bring a lot of this war is gonna bring a lot of destruction, you know, people, infrastructure, animals, all gonna perish, you know, in that time when this war comes, you know, especially those who are gonna be in the land of America. But as I mentioned, there are some remnants of the nation of Israel, the elect, you know, who are gonna be in the land of America that gonna receive salvation of the Lord, you know. And we understand these other cities, you know, in these different countries of the world, Europe, in Asia, and the Africa, Australia, gonna remain intact. You know, they're gonna remain, you know, untouched with a nuclear missiles. But believe me or not, these major cities also of this other part of the world, as I mentioned, Europe, Africa, and except Africa, I believe it's not gonna be touched with a missile at all. But Europe, Asia, you know, Australia, South America, gonna be locked with the missiles, man. You know, but America, the whole landing is gonna be completely destroyed, you know, by those nuclear missiles. So as we see the news article here I found from the Telegraph, it say what nuclear war is much closer than we dare imagine. You know, the weapons technology of the West's enemies is surging ahead. The building our deterrence is urgent. You know, as it goes on, he said, "What? So like, what's going on?" So lucky I may continue here and say, "What? The United States has a new nuclear strategy. It has been divulged that in March, President Biden approved the nuclear impairment guidance blueprint for countering the threat of Beijing growing nuclear arsenal. This strategy document, which will be unclassified to Congress before Biden leaves office in January, review how the U.S. might neutralize the danger of China, Russia, and North Korea one day launching coordinated nuclear strikes. You know, while an encouraging steps forward, it is too little. I mean, it is too little, too late. When Biden took office in January 2021, China possessed 400 nuclear warheads. By late 2023, its nuclear arsenal had increased to 500, and it could double to 1,000 by 2030. You know, this expansion reflects President Xi Jinping support for enhancing the Chinese military capacity to fight and win in modern warfare. You know, and the modern warfare, as I mentioned, is going to be fought by the way of war. weapon of mass destruction, this ICBM missiles, nuclear missiles. If I may read in the Bible, speak about the same thing. If it's, especially in the book, as we read in the book of Isaiah, speak about the weapons, the technology that Messiah have given to these nations to begin with their scienticities. He gave them the technology of mass destruction, as they say in the book of Isaiah 54:16. Which are those missiles which are going to be used in these last days. So this war is not going to be fought as the ancient wars been fought. This war is going to be different. This war is going to involve fire, great destruction, weapons that have never been used before. As they say here in the book of Isaiah 9:5, which is say, for every battle of the warrior is with confused noise, and garment rolled in blood, but this shall be with burning and fury of fire. So this battle is going to be different from the ancient battles. This battle is going to involve fire. The ancient battles were the different armies of different nations, they come together head to head, using what? Sword, javelin, the arrows, and it was a close combat, man. Where people limbs been chopped, people guts been open, people screaming, that's how it was, man. It was, back and forth, man, physical, man, physical battles. But this is going to be different. This is going to be one nations, being in their lands, they're going to launch missiles, man. Pressing the button, they're going to launch missiles, man. The missiles are going to be able to travel from one continent to another. Then those are ICBM missiles. And when they touch when they reach to their target, and they touch the ground zero, they're going to explode. And the explosion is going to create what? The ball of fire, and the radiation, which is going to be it's going to destroy infrastructure. It's going to destroy people that are going to be around at that area, so people are going to die, without physical confrontation, building going to be blown low without what? The foreign army being in the land, man, and that's how it's going to be, so we are about to see that, so this war is going to be fought by the way of nuclear missiles. I may read this book of Joel as well, speak about the same thing, what is going to befall this society that we're in, this end time society, man. This word of the seasons, man. This is a book of Joel 2, I'm sorry, from 1 says, blow ye the trumpet in Zion, and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord cometh, for it is nigh and at hand. The day of the Lord is nigh at hand. So our job is to warn you, Israel, first and foremost, of the impending danger, that is about to come on this planet Earth, which is what? The World War III, and the different judgment that Messiah is going to bring before the World War III, the time of Jacob trouble, the famine, pestilence and diseases, all these are about to come. Race war, class war, all these are about to come, and at the end is going to be World War III, and this is our job to warn you, and as well you other nations as well. World War III is coming. If I may read this book of Revelation 11 and the 14, which leads. The second war is past, and behold, the third war comes quickly. And we understand not only the second war past, but also the first war. War means what? Destruction, ruin, danger. We understand in this planet Earth, when you go by the history, the sacred history, we understand that these nations in one time they fought war twice. And those wars were known as World War One and World War Two. And those wars bring destruction on this planet Earth, where people lost their life. They lost their lands, houses. Their loved one, their wealth. And and now we are about to see this third war, man. And this war, this World War III, is gonna be even worse one, where a lot of people are gonna die, a lot of lands gonna be left, empty. Especially America is gonna be completely destroyed. And that's what we're about to see. And that destruction is gonna come by the way of those missiles, as I'm gonna lead here. Say, whoa. Sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord cometh, for it is nigh at hand, a day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of crowds and of thick darkness. As the morning spread upon the mountains, a great people and a strong, there has not been ever the like, neither shall be any more after it, even to the years of many generations. And those are the nuclear missiles, man. The prophet, when he was given a vision, Prophet Joel, he used these metaphors, to compare, those weapons that he saw, as people, and he says they're not gonna be anymore in many generations. It means after the World War III, them nuclear missiles are not gonna be used forever, man. The whole earth is gonna be at last, under the rule of Yahweh Shai Masha, as goes on and say, what? A fire devours before them, and behind them a flame burneth. And that's when the nuclear missile, when they enter, they come flying down from the sky. That's how it's going to be looking. They're going to be looking like a fire is in front of them and behind, the same, man. As it goes on and say, what? A fire devours before them, and behind them flame burners. The land is as the Garden of Eden, before them and behind them a desolate wilderness. Yea, and nothing shall escape them. So when them missiles touch ground zero, all these major runs, America predominantly, is gonna be completely destroyed. It's gonna be completely turned to nothing. It's gonna be consumed and turned to desert, man. And none are gonna be able to escape. Only the elect gonna be able to escape from the land of America, But the rest gonna burn there. The rest of the people gonna burn in the land of America, The appearance of them is as the appearance of horses, and of horses so shall they learn. They're gonna come with strength, and then they're gonna be in a formation, They're not gonna miss their target. Like the noise of chariot on the top of mountains shall they leap, like the noise of a flame of fire that devours the stubble, as a strong people set in battle array. Before their first people shall be much pained, much pain, all faces shall gather blackness. They shall run like madmen, You know, they shall climb the wall like men of war, and they shall march everyone on his ways, and they shall not break their lungs. You know, so them missiles, they're not gonna break their lungs, they're not gonna miss their target, you know, and no defensing system gonna be able to stop them, you know. No nuclear defense system gonna be able to stop the missiles, you know, because at the end of the day, Mosiah is the one who's gonna guide them, you know. As it goes on to say, neither shall one thrust another, they shall walk every one in his path, and when they fall upon the sword, they shall not be wounded, because they are not actual men. These are missiles made of iron, you know, and metals, you know, and inside them they're gonna be those bombs on the heads, man. Of the missiles gonna be bombs, man. Those nuclear bombs, you know, thermonuclear bombs, man. You know, the earth shall quake before them, the heavens shall tremble, the sun and the moon shall be dark, and the stars shall withdraw their shining. You know, the explosion is gonna bring blackness on the sky, you know, from the smoke and the ashes, you know. So it's gonna be no light shining in, man. No sun gonna be able to shine through, you know. The amount of missiles that are gonna drop, especially in the land of America, they're gonna create the blackness, from the ashes, man, from the smoke, you know. Therefore, also now, say the Lord, turn even to me with all your heart, and with fasting, and with weeping, and with mourning, you know, to you, Israel, man, you know. I may jump up a little bit and say, well, and the Lord shall utter his voice before his army, for his camp is very great, for his strong that executeth his word, for the day of the Lord is great and very terrible, and who can abide it? You know, so repent, you Israel, you know, before it's too late. You know, World War III is coming, and this war is not going to be as an ordinary wars, man. This war is going to be of great destruction. It's going to fought by the way of nuclear missiles. So with that, I'm hand them say Shalom, Yahabashem, and Shabbat.